All right, my friends. We have Hunger Games. Hunger Games 2.0. This is apparently a more official version of Hunger Games. And all players start with their kings and the transports here. And then they can immediately send their kings to the center to collect units. If they're gray, that means they're collectible. But there's a risk involved in this, of course, because everyone will be sending their kings out here. So be careful with your kings, my friends. We have Gafflespoon running out to collect some units. He has Elite Battle Elephants and Wold Raiders. And then we have Night Thrower collecting units. We have Oedipus collecting units. We have, well, not everybody. A lot of players out here. And, oh, God! Oh, Gafflespoon! No, he's the host of the game. Okay, he's running away. As he probably should. So far, so good. No kings have gone down. It's risky business coming out here. And this is a slightly altered version of Hunger Games. Thank you again, Strode, for making this. It is diplomacy, it is regicide, and it is a nomad start. I think you start without a TC. So Gafflespoon, where are his villagers at? He's got vills out there somewhere. He'll place a TC, and they'll start booming up. So that's the idea. The idea is, again, having not watched the Hunger Games movies or read the books, I remember this one specific scene where there are people running around and there's like waterfalls and rocks and a center area. So maybe that's what this resembles. But you know, you build up on the outer ring. It's more open. There's gold, there's stone on here. You can of course set allies. Oh God, Night Thrower is chasing down Gafflespoon's king. And oh no! Gafflespoon could get defeated here. Oh, God. If the TC Foundation is killed, I don't know if he has another Vill. If the TC Foundation is killed, then he can't rebuild one. How many Vills does he have? Do you only start with one villager? If you only start with one Vill, he's basically dead. Unless he finds a monk in the center, which I don't think he did. Oh, God. Strode, how many vills do they start? Oh, you pick them up. You pick them up, so they're Gaia units. Okay. Well, maybe he still has a chance. He could try and snipe someone. Oh, here we go. He's fine. He's fine. Yeah, I was never a doubt in my mind he'd be fine. And his TC Foundation's still there, so he can make his way back over there. No problem. As long as he doesn't lose that thing. Okie doke, well, let's introduce the players. We already talked about Gafflespoon. He's playing as the... No! Why did you delete the TC? Now he got his resources back, but he only has 98 stone. You need 100 stone. Well, I guess he could collect it there. Oh, no. Don't do it, Night Thrower. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, he's just passing. Woo! Gafflespoon playing as the Portuguese in the orange. Okay, he's fine. In the green, we have Balky for this Age of Empires 2 game. He's playing as the Magyars. In the teal, we have a Night Thrower, who we've talked about many times. He's playing as the Ethiopians. He's been aggressive this game, to say the least. He's attacking Oedipus. Oedipus is playing as the Japanese. In the blue, we have Persians for Natalie. In the purple, we have Machlala playing as the Khmer. In the yellow, we have Rezra playing as the Vikings. In the red right next to him, we have Baba the Conqueror, who's playing as the Huns. And that is everybody. That is all 8 players for this game. Gafflespoon will finally get his TC up. It's been a slower start than he would have liked. But he's fine. Okay, he's fine. This is always confusing for me because they start with these units, and I always think that the person is the civilization of their unique unit. So when I see a Mangadai or a War Wagon or a Teutonic Knight, I immediately think it's one of those civs associated with those units. It's not the case here. It's just Japanese. Now, if you have a Japanese Elite Teutonic Knight, does it attack faster? It should. So that's interesting. I've not seen a Japanese Elite Teutonic Knight attack, but I'm not necessarily sure if that works. Here's a question. Here's a question for all you guys out there. If you are Japanese and you convert a Teutonic Knight, does your Teutonic Knight then attack faster because Japanese infantry attacks faster? Or does it not apply in that way? Someone needs to test this. Gaia converted units don't get zip bonuses. Well, that's dumb. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I'll bring up the overlay. I'm 30 seconds in. I was 30 seconds into my explanation for the game, and already people were spamming. Overlay! Overlay! We need overlay. Here you go. As you can see, Gaffle Spoon's Vil count looking pretty good. Whoa, boy! Sorry. This thing can be a bit clunky sometimes. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so here's a question for you guys. For those that watch the 24-hour stream. So, I'm sure you probably saw my Force Nothing video. The special Force Nothing video. I actually can play it again here after this game, for those that haven't seen it. But for those who did see it, how should I upload that to YouTube? Should I upload that portion before the game starts and just troll YouTube viewers? Or should I just leave that portion out? I feel like it'd be really funny to see YouTube's response to it. Okay, you guys say yes? Okay. That's what I was thinking of doing, so since there's no objections. I could also upload it as a single video. Just one video, which I'd kind of like to do as well. Because my other special videos for 24-hour streams have been dedicated videos. Well, they're not fake fans if they're YouTube fans. Not true. It would be a different experience for them, right? Because they can't react live in the chat like people could during the 24-hour stream. I'll think about it. I'll think about it over the next day or two. So Gaffle Spoon is getting some payback on other people. Balky's out here. Balky's lost 2 villagers already.
It lets me add a message from my phone now, T90 Woo.
And he needs to get back to his TC. There's Mamelukes on the loose. And there he goes. So not many alliances for Gaffle Spoon to start off the game. Nice. Wait. You can add a message with a resub from your phone now? How do you do that, man? T90 Official, would you do a 48-hour stream for $1 million? I might. But I can't give you a serious answer until that is actually proposed. I'm not a big fan of those questions because I feel like when people are like, oh, would you do this for $1 million? Oh, would you try this for $1 million? I feel like you just can't relate to that situation ever. So it's impossible to give a true answer there. Like, I'd want to say no, that's unhealthy and I could die doing it. But at the same time, $1 million would be kind of nice, but I don't know. It's never going to happen. That would never be proposed ever. So. Yeah, Ow That Hurt, that needs to be uploaded as well, man. It definitely does. Crowdfunded. Sell my liver. So you're telling me I have to sell my liver and then do a 48-hour stream after losing the liver? Come on, man. Now, 48 hours is a lot. I don't think I would. For maybe $1 million, but I'm not doing that to myself. Okay, I'm going to remove the overlay because it bugs out. So take a screenshot of this and you can see what the Vil counts were at 15-minute mark. It's a reason I don't like to have the overlay up for Diplo matches. It always bugs out. And it takes up way too much of the screen. Doesn't look very professional. Wish I could do something about that, but I can't. So we'll hide that. If you want to know who's leading, just look at the populations. We still see when people are advancing to the next stage, which is always good. And Strode, the guy who created this map, he said this one's a bit more open. Certainly true. However, my one complaint with the first map, Strode, was that you couldn't build in the center. I think that's going to be a huge concern. It could possibly be a huge concern. Because let's say you have 2 or 3 people left and they're on opposite sides of the map. You won't be able to build forward production buildings because you can't build in the center. And that could... I foresee that being a possible issue. I hope it's not an issue. Obviously, lots of resources that players could push. Why no monument in the center? Well, it's not a King of the Hill map. It's a diplomacy game. Urban, thank you for the 15 months. I didn't see... Well, obviously you told me in the sub message that it lets you add a message, but I've never... I don't know what that would look like for the user. I've never tried that myself, actually. Maybe you have to do something fancy. That's pretty cool, though, that you can add a resub message from your phone now. So civilizations, I'll just bring it up here. Portuguese, Ethiopians, Magyars, Vikings, Khmer, Persians, Huns, Japanese. I love Magyars here. I think full Magyar Cav Archers, or Paladins, or Magyar Hussar, all those things combined can be very, very strong. I love that. Also, they're very mobile. Ethiopians can be insanely strong, not quite as mobile, but that can be good. Honestly, all these civs could be solid. The only one I'm not a huge fan of is Japanese. I like Japanese, but I think on maps where this can go late game, Japanese are probably not the best pick. Because they can't take advantage of their early game versatility, which is really what makes them good in a community style game. T90 Official says, can you show Gaia line of sight just to see what units are left to be picked? Yeah, I could actually do that for you. Here's Gaia line of sight. You can see the birds, the wolves, everything they can see. I don't think there's a lot of units left to be picked. Just animals. Yep, just some meat. Just some pigs. I don't see any units that are left to be collected. Don't think that's that important anyway, in all honesty. There are a few units, like... now this is interesting. Yeah, like there are a few units. You have your Paladin, you have your Mangadai, your War Wagon. And then Edifice shows up with Feudal Age Archers. It's such an interesting mix. This would be annoying for Natalie. And Oedipus, top score right now. Getting crossbowmen. Okay. Well, thank goodness Natalie's Persians. Wait, Natalie walled in this World Raider here? That's funny. I was not expecting Oedipus to be so aggressive. Very strong plays from him. Already in Castle Age, making archers, putting the pressure on blue. And blue is Persians and making ranges of his own or of her own. Or, yeah. Well, he could go Cav Archers in Castle Age with Persians, actually. But I believe he's going for skirms, which could make it tough. T90, I subbed on my phone, and also I can only write a message after the third month, really. Urban says, whenever my wife hears T90 Official say Urban, she yells, quit giving that guy money. That's funny. So, we need a code. We need a code. How about, we'll say... I'll think of it. I'll get back to you, man. I'll get back to you. I don't agree with her. She probably, like, people who don't understand streams seem so mind blown by the whole subscribing thing, I think. Like, my mom, when I was talking to my mom about this, and streaming is just a foreign concept to her still, but she goes, wait, so you can watch Twitch to stream, or you can watch the Twitch stream for free, and people pay $5 to subscribe to you? Like, why? They could still watch it. Why would they do that? And I'm like, Mom, because they appreciate the content. That's how it works. And she goes, yeah, but you can appreciate the content and not subscribe. Doesn't make sense. And I'm standing there like in front of my own mother as she does not... She apparently doesn't think that people would appreciate my content enough to ever subscribe to me. Like, come on, Mom. And then I tried to explain emotes, and I said, Mom, that's a total what-face thing to say, Kappa. And then she said, you were adopted, and I never loved you. That's what happened. No, I'm kidding. That last part's not true. The last part's not true, but she doesn't even understand emotes. Emotes are hard to explain to people. emotes are hard to explain to people. So we have a lot of elite skirms, which will count to the crossbows. Actually, we'll kill the war wagon and the Megadai as well. These have no upgrades on them. It's just the paladin that'll be a concern. But I don't know. There's no armor upgrades, so it's okay. I mean, I see Smarthy's in the chat. Smarthy has belief that these skirmishers will do something. Yep, there we go. Easy. Well played, Natalie. Way to stabilize. Oh my god, I was too busy telling stories. What has happened to poor Rezra? Oh no. Rezra. Oh jeez. I feel bad because Rezra, his internet dropped at the beginning of the last game. And really, really disappointing for the guy. He finally gets into a game that works and he's getting killed off. Whew. He has 12 population. Maybe he could make a run for it, get into his transport. Ouch. Well, yeah, about the whole emote thing with my mom, my parents are not very tech savvy either, so I couldn't be like, oh, it's like emojis on your phone. It's fine. But it's definitely unique, right? It's something that has come about in our society with the emojis and emotes. My parents, it's not really their thing. So I think yellow will probably die here. I mean, I don't know if purple has enough to kill the TC right now. But if he wants to, he could come in with siege at any time.
Declare bankruptcy!
Metropolitan, wink wink.
Urban, thank you for the $20 donation, man. Appreciate it. You know, anytime someone subs or donates to my stream now, I'm just going to say it's Urban, so Urban's wife gets annoyed. Is that okay with you guys? I think that's what we'll do. And she won't ever know. This is our trick. She won't ever know who it is. Thank you. Thank you very much, Minor, for the 20 bucks, man. Alright, that's what we'll do. I meant Urban. Thank you. Appreciate it. Kind of weird to watch online games of this now. I played it back in the last millennium. Yeah, man, well, you and everyone else in the Twitch chat, or a lot of people. It's probably weird if you're used to current games, like graphic-wise, but as far as like the game, how the game plays out, it's more beautiful than any game, in my opinion. So, Rez was trying. Currently, purple has a large boom, which is to be expected from Matchlawa. He's on 1, 2, 3, 4 TCs, 4 town centers creating villagers. So 80 population, all villagers, and 1 or 2 units, like a Gebetto or 2. Khmer are arguably the strongest post-imp civ. I think if you get to the resources you would need to make their elephants and scorpions, they're very, very strong, and there's not many civs that can deal with them. So that, on top of the fact that Matchlawa is a good player and has played in community games in the past, should put a target on his back. He's not allied with everybody, obviously not allied with yellow. But I would like to see some alliances forming here. Well, in 99, the graphics of this game were over the top good. Yeah, you're right about that, right? Yeah, it's funny. I don't even look at this game. This is life for me now. So when I see this, I don't even think about graphics at all. Even when I see some weird pathing or something that comes from a game like this, it doesn't seem foreign to me. This is just what it is, you know? And then when I talk to other people and they think, wait, isn't that game 20 years old? Or, wow, that game looks so lame. You know, then I realize, okay, this is what they see. But what I see is perfection. So, honestly, if they were to make Age of Empires 2, let's talk about this for a second. If they were to update the graphics, which they said that's what they did with HD. It's literally the exact same units. They just put a little bit of gloss of everything on HD. If they were to make things look quote-unquote more realistic, I think it would ruin the game. Like, they could make it a bit more realistic, possibly, but I think if you had too much realism to it, the way the game plays out would be different, and the way you would read the game would be different. I like it. I don't think it needs any changes. Alright, we have knights and crossbows. This is so interesting. Oedipus and Natalie are having their own little 1v1 over here. I'm sure Natalie's not enjoying it. And no, don't open the gate! Oh boy. Knights, crossbows, mangonels. Goodness. And a forward castle from Oedipus. I feel bad for Natalie. But Oedipus playing extremely strong here. I just did not expect this aggression. It's again, he's playing it out like a 1v1. He makes the crossbows initially, his opponent makes skirms, then he makes the knights to counter the crossbows, then the mangonels. And now this, if this was a 1v1, this would be where Natalie would want to make some of her own knights or camels in combination with the skirms. And that's what I believe she's doing. Tiny Mika, thank you for the prime. Good to see you here. The simple graphics make it easier to focus on the actual gameplay. Yes, exactly, exactly. There's so many complicated things that unfold in Age of Empires 2, and I think that if we had the flashy graphics, it would ruin a lot of it. Matchlaw is sending elephants down towards poor Yellow. Poor Yellow. Oh, what can he do, man? Okay, so fun fact of the stream, if you didn't already know this. You, as Khmer, can put kings inside your houses. I don't think it's a great idea. It's probably a poor idea. However, it's a possibility. So you could make a line of houses across the entire map, put the king in one end, and then just garrison through houses the whole way across with the Khmer bonus. Again, it'd be smarter to just run, but if you're in a pickle, maybe hop inside a house. I've yet to see it play out in a community game. But when I said that to Dave, Dave got real excited. Yeah, and Strode says that is a Dave strat. Exactly. Dave got real excited. Dave said, "What? You can? Oh man, I have a whole bunch of ideas now." It would be kind of funny. Rezra says, "Leave me alone," with a broken heart. Matchlaw, he's a heartless man, so he hasn't responded. Rezra says, "I give gold." He has 441 golds. Oh, your heart just breaks, guys. Your heart just breaks in these situations. I feel so bad. Matchlaw says 1k. He doesn't have 1k. He can't afford to survive. Oh no. Well, meanwhile, the push continues. Natalie, unfortunately, does not have enough camels. Has done a good job, but will not be enough camels to combat the amount of crossbows, knights, and everything that Oedipus has here. Rezra says, "Let me build market. Let me live in Iceland." Yes. And Matchlaw says yes. Okay. Alright, I'm on Team Rezra. Rezra's name makes me think of when my brother mentioned Rez in the co-op challenge in my 24-hour stream. And I didn't know. I don't play any other games, so I didn't know that people abbreviate Rez. Or wait, was it, what was it? Rez to resurrect someone. I didn't know that people abbreviated that in other games, so I said to my bro, "Oh man, who abbreviates Rez? That's so lame." And then my whole chat goes, "Everyone?" Everyone but you abbreviates Rez. As I said, my brother has gifted me other games on Steam that I've never touched. He's been trying to get me into other games. Well, he doesn't do so much now, but before this became a big thing, before I was extremely popular, he always said, "Stop playing that game. Play other games like normal people." And here we are, right? What games did he gift you? He gifted me every single Civ. And I think one other game, but Civ is the one I remember. I played it. Natalie's dead. I think Natalie just resigned, right? Nope, King must have died somewhere. Out here on the front. I knew it was coming, but yeah, I played it for less than an hour actually, and then I stopped. I couldn't get into it. So red on the move with Tarkins, and he's at purple's castle. The king is right there. And I don't think purple's responded to this. Purple needs to get inside. Okay, purple sees it. Oh, imagine if he had some cav archers with that. You need ranged units for snipes, guys. There's a reason that people like Snippy go for cav archers, even if they have bad cav archers as a civ. You need something ranged. If you had cav archers there, just a group of 5 to 10 with the Tarkans, he could have sniped the king. Still a possibility here, but I think purple will be able to hold with the elephants he has. Well, hold on. These Tarkans are incredibly strong. The castle might eject the king. There's the king. King's right there. King's right there, red. And now it's in the TC. Oh boy, missed opportunity, but purple could just die to this. He has 12,000 gold. He could just die to this if he doesn't get the upgrades, the elephants he needs. Red has cav archers behind as well. Because purple's entire economy is getting wrecked now. And I like how Rezra's here to team up on purple now. He says, I send spears. Let's go, Rezra. I want Rezra to get the king, which is now in this TC. Come on, Rezra. You can do it, man. A castle from Matchlawa, who really just needs to stabilize now. Oh, boy. There we go. Thank you, game. So let's keep in mind, Night Thrower's down here. He hasn't made any moves yet. There's also orange and green in the south. Matchlawa was just fed a large meal of elite Tarkans, and I think he'll be fine. Regular battle elephants versus Tarkans, the battle elephants should win, just because of the HP and attack. Depends on upgrades though. He needs to get his upgrades, and he needs to stabilize his economy. He needs food. We have a fight between Gaffelspoon and Balky. Cav archers for Balky and Magyar Hussar versus organ guns and pikemen. So I think they're both going for their ideal army compositions. I think that, well, I'm not sure who should win this. I want to say Magyars, but I'm assuming they would have full upgrades, and neither of them do right now. The Magyar cav archers are just so strong. Plus the Magyar hussars have a bonus versus the siege here. That's a lot of cavalier, and that is a lot of arbalests and trebs from Gray. And Night Thrower says, what is that? Just letting him know that he knows he's there. Check Rezra chat with the 200 IQ plays. Match is mean to me. Trying to keep it there. I will sling if you kill him. Well, I mean, the sling doesn't do much, and Baba says, I sling you back in the game if I survive. Yeah. So honestly, smarter move from Baba the Conqueror to make this proposal. Because having yellow in the game and actually able to contribute would be very nice. So it's probably better that yellow keeps his resources. Yellow says it would be a sign of good faith, but yeah, I feel like what Rezra needs to focus on is getting back into the game, and then he can help later. Ooh, Ethiopian Arbs. Oh, what just happened? Night Thrower, what are you doing? Oh God. He went for the attack round on his own units. Oh God. Oh, everything's going wrong here. And then he runs into an enemy onager. That is a monumental misclick, man. A monumental misclick. My goodness. Oh, that was tough to watch. That was really tough to watch. And sadly for him, 13 people were watching that live. Poor guy, he probably knows he made a mistake and now he's getting all flustered. Does have, it seems like he has his unique tech for his onagers, so maybe he can stabilize.
Stream was awesome. Thanks, man.
Speaking of stabilizing, Matchlawa has stabilized here, and Baba the Conqueror, he again needed those cav archers. It'll be tough to deal with Matchlawa now that he has so much open space and free land. Did I say 13? I meant to say 1300. obviously. But then again, only 13 people responded, so yeah, the rest are all view bots, obviously. I'm not really that popular, it's just a bunch of view bots. See, watch, when I say view bots, speak, the whole chat will just blow up. My view bots always respond to those words. See? See, look! They're all my view bots. All bots, guys. All bots. Well, now these battle elephants for Matchlawa are elite battle elephants. I like the approach to running with Tarkans, and what I just don't like is the lack of cav archers. You're never going to win this fight as Huns. But what you can do is raise the castles and kill the kings. And Baba the Conqueror is missing the key ingredient. He's missing the cav archers. I need to see the HP on these units when the fight goes down, because that's how I judge these. Yep, elephant's gonna win. They're about double the numbers for red, and now it's even, and he has to run. We could see some juicy shots on this side. Close game. I like Ethiopians more here. They have better siege. They have better arbalest when they're not dying. Yep, good micro there though after that. Japanese, they don't have good cavalier. Gray has made use of them, but the lack of that last armor upgrade is a huge deal. Any civ who doesn't have that last armor upgrade on pretty much anything can struggle. With that particular unit, of course. But you know, he's making it work. He's making it work. And Night Thrower has to be careful. His king is not far away. His king is inside. Does he have a tower? Is that a tower? It is. Guys, he has a tower on the other side here. It looks... This flag makes you think that the king's inside the castle. It's not. There's a tower there. I can't even click it. Because of the positioning of it. That's really sneaky, actually. Really, really sneaky. And meanwhile, down here, these guys... it seems to me like Gafflespoon is actually winning this fight. But they've both taken some losses. Well, that will give Night Thrower a bit more time to make more arbalest, get more pikemen in front, or more halberdier. I've seen this before, but this has been executed to perfection here. Really well done. I think that he'll survive this. I think, you know, again, assuming he can get his numbers up, because he has the resources, he should be able to hold here. Goodness. That's a lot of trees from Nacho Business. And that's a lot of months that he subbed to the stream, and that's a lot of scorpions from Matchlawa. Thank you, Nacho Business, for the 10 months, man. Thank you, Kiwi, for a year and a half now. Goodness. Good morning, by the way. Falful says, boots and cats, boots and cats, boots and cats. Thank you for the 1890 watcher. Thank you for the compliment in the 24-hour stream, man. I think that Oedipus is just outplaying Night Thrower. Plain and simple. Because they both have resources. Oedipus, in my opinion, has the worst civ for post-imp between the two. But he's doing better. Heavy Scorpion Siege Ram. See, this is where Khmer are almost impossible to stop. And Purple says, yellow, where is my gold? Meanwhile, Purple is sitting on 17,000 gold. He's asking for gold. But he's right. He did make a deal with Yellow. Oh, Yellow's on the way to Castle Age. Please don't kill him now. At least let him get to Castle Age. Yellow wanted to wall there. He goes, okay, that's not gonna work. Let's delete those palisades. Oh boy. Alright. Well, there will be a massive fight here. On the left. On the right, yeah, there's the tower. Gray sees it. He will kill the tower. The king will eject. And the king is going forward. Yeah, he needs to go back. Seems like it's just a matter of time if Oedipus continues with this, though. Again, making it work. I'd love to see Samurai instead of the Cavalier. Samurai would be ideal. Samurai and Arbalest would be a better move. You know, last I checked, Gafflespoon has more population, and so I figured he was winning here. He's not winning. For some reason. Balky, he has 70 pop, but he's pushing with Trebs and the Cav Archers. And Red, with his Halbs, go after the Elephants of Purple. The start of the engagement is very good, but the Halbs quickly melt. If you get enough Chimera Scorpions, you can kill Tarkans. Look at this! These things are insane! Chimera Scorpions, I know it seems like a meme or a troll strategy, but they are ridiculous. However, once the Tarkan's getting close, they can kill them. It's just that a lot of these Tarkans are weak. The elephants should be there. I like how yellow's there. Look at this, Rezra. Let's go, man. Rezra's like, give me a chance. Give me a chance. He hasn't really attacked yet. And I'd like to see him kill one unit. Nope, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen, man. It's interesting how little trade there is. Diplo games, they play out so differently. Sometimes players will trade and have alliances, sometimes players will just fight. I think this map gives you so much gold that you never would have the need to trade, at least in Match Lao's position, so maybe that's the way he's addressing this. Yeah, Smarthy, basically what Smarthy said, all players are having their own little battles. There goes the king for teal. He will need a building to hop into. Oh, Onager! Onager! Attack here! Attack here! And Night Thrower hasn't had the best game when it comes to micro. Yeah, all players having separate battles. So we have 3 separate 1v1s going around, and then there's Rezra. Rezra will now flee. I think that Match Lao is winning, Oedipus is winning, and I'm not sure about the South. Yeah, really not sure, because Gafflespoon seems to have more population, but it's probably just eco. And then eventually we'll have a 3-person battle for the lead. Or the battles will take so long that Rezra will have a chance to full boom. Come on, Rezra. I believe. I believe. The king is still in the TC. Don't forget about your king, please. That would be bad. So for people just joining, the middle is where they started. It's not really important now, but that's where they started in this map.
1890. Been watching your YouTube for the longest time. Can't be live, I've never been here before. Just wanted to say that you're my favorite YouTuber and can't wait to watch your streams.
Thank you, McVeigh. Welcome to the stream, man. Happy to have you here. You and... Rezra! Stay in the minimum range of the Scorpions! Oh, God! I'll get right back to that, McVeigh! Woo! That's scary. I guess purple did not patrol his Scorpions. Woohoo! Just passing. Just passing. Rezra's fine, guys. He's fine. McVeigh, thank you, man. Happy to have you here. Yeah, I see the speculation on Match Lao's name. I've called him Match Lao for years. He never complained about it, so... who knows? Night Thrower says, I seek help. I give you 1k gold. I don't think Oedipus is interested in letting him live. Just a guess. Maybe Night Thrower is... wait, no. What Night Thrower is asking is for someone else to help him. And he will offer 1,000 gold for an ally. Rezra, this is your chance, man. This is your chance. Rezra, Say you'll help him. Say you'll help him, Rezra. That would be so funny if Rezra goes, oh, I'll help you. And then he scams 1,000 gold out of Night Thrower. I just don't see how Huns can beat Khmer. If Khmer played this properly, they should almost always win this. Khmer's one weakness is that it's awkward to play with the Civ. And against a Civ who can spam full Halberdier, it can be difficult with the elephants. But if it's backed up properly, with either hand cannons or heavy scorpions, probably a mix of both could be nice, then there's not much you can do. Baba the Conquerors had one heck of a game, but I think he's out of resources now. 130 pop, does not have resources in the bank. So now purple and gray have a quarter of the map to themselves, and which means that there's plenty of gold piles. You can see already Matchlawa, he's been collecting all the stone and gold he can see. And there's plenty more where that came from, so they'll need to snipe him. I think Red, he had that opportunity earlier, obviously, with the Tarkans. If he had Cav Archers there, I think he could have done it. Now it's unlikely. Unless Purple sent his king here. Nope, it's just a bunch of vills. Just go full monk versus Khmer? Nah, well, you can't do it as Huns, right? I think people think of monks as a good counter to elephants, which is kind of true, but it's a lot of clicking. It's not very easy to implement. It's not like you're an AI. And you also have to remember that Khmer elephants are very, very fast. And if created out of the stables, you wouldn't be able to create enough monks to deal with them. And obviously, the scorpions have 9 range, so just patrol the scorpions in. You're right, though. A few monks could be a bit helpful. I think Baba the Conqueror has been outplayed, just like Night Thrower is outplayed, though Night Thrower is stabilizing. He could still play a part. And Oedipus building some keeps out here. Yes, he sees Matchlawa is collecting these resources. And they're currently allied. I think he'll turn on him and maybe shift the fight this direction. So Red has received some resources. I see him making some Cav Archers. Rezra is the real MVP, though. He says, I'm trying to get the pike spam going. Doesn't have an eco, really. Not a big one, anyway. But he's still trying to help. And, guys, then there are the people who have eco and they don't help. Rezra is the real MVP here. I've seen far too many games where someone has thousands of resources and won't do anything. And then Rezra doesn't have resources and he's trying. What is this, man? What is this? Oh, man. Now, his Cav Archers are in the south. But, you know what? This could work. This could work. Baba the Conqueror could pull off the shocking upset. Gaffelspoon is pushing Balky back. Balky's in trouble. He's in 50 pop. I keep forgetting about those two down here. Red asks Gaffelspoon to ally. Gray is now going right towards Matchlawa. And he has enemied him. So Matchlawa's attack on the front, while it's being successful, he might not have enough now at home to defend. Ooh. Matchlawa realizes now. He sets Gray to enemy. See, this is the worst. When you have 200 pop, and all of your pop is forward, and you don't have population space to defend at home. Okay, saying that he doesn't have as much pop as I thought, but he also doesn't have food for elephants. Okay, a normal streamer wouldn't share this with you guys, but I really had to go to the bathroom before this game started, and I regret not going now. If we find an opportunity, I'm gonna get up from my computer and go take a leak, because it's getting pretty bad here, man. My legs crossed underneath the desk, that's all I'm saying. Woo! This is getting rough. Well, here come a few elephants. That should be enough to clean up the siege. And Tarkans are just going right to the eco. Wow, Cavalier into the eco, Tarkans into the eco. I don't think Matchlawa has the food to make elephants. He doesn't have enough farms. He'll have to use his gold to buy food. Which might be cheap, but then it's a waste of gold, right? Look at all the blinking on the minimap. Matchlawa is being attacked from so many different directions. Let's check his vill count. He has about 40 vills. Maybe 30 are working. Ouch. Well, props to Oedipus, to Red, to Gafflespoon for realizing Matchlawa was a threat and teaming up. We just saw previously an example where they didn't team up on the strongest player, Teutonic Tanks, in the Pilgrim's Nothing game, and then he won easily. But here, they've teamed up on the strongest player, and okay, there's a lot of castle for Matchlawa to jump into here, so he might survive, but he can't kill these Tarkans that easily. Okay, never mind. He'll probably kill him. He'll probably kill him. He has enough elephants and scorpions where they'll probably die, but still, you know, a sign of what is to come here. Okay, the game is paused. You think I can make a run for it? What do you want to see? Let's put Matchlawa on view lock. The game is paused. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Cast the game, chat. It's on you guys to cast the game for YouTube.
I declare bankruptcy!
Here is some money for a bottle. Hashtag Kappa Pride.
Okay. We're back. Did anybody die? No. Nobody died. But Matchlawa might die. Okay. Smarty died.
Drip, drip, drip.
Too late. Nice try, man. I've already attended to business. Thank you, Tim C, for the 10-month resub. See the link Sniffy posted. Well, hold on a second. Someone's about to die here. Matchlawa doesn't have the food. Food, please. He does not have the food, and he has no friends to give him food. So no one can take him out to dinner or help him out in a time of need. He can... How many farmers does he have here? Oh, God, 9 farmers? There's no way he can afford elephants with 9 farmers. He can afford a lot of scorpions. And rams. That is about it. But, you know, as I'm watching this, guys, I think I'm slowly realizing Oedipus is the true great in this game. This guy has built towers everywhere. He's been raiding economy with Cavalier. Look at this. Like, how quickly is this guy creating things? It's insane. He needs to get some halberdiers and some champions here, possibly. Finally take advantage of the Japanese infantry, which he hasn't been doing. But my word, he made quick work of Teal earlier. And now he's pushing forward. Oh, Balky died. Did Balky just die, or did he die while I was taking leak? Balky, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I was distracted. It happens. Well played, but Gafflespoon won the 1v1 there. Now, what is this? Lots of military from Night Thrower. I guess Night Thrower will just defend against Matchlawa here. But that's something to keep an eye on as well. Missed donation. Oh, yeah. See, I don't know how to say this. I want to say manure, but I also don't want to call you poop. So, correct me if I'm wrong on that pronunciation, but that's how I would say it, manure. Thank you for the $25. I'm not going to read that message, though. That message has been bleeped out for a reason. Thank you for the tip, man. Appreciate it. McVeigh, thank you, man. I see it. Thank you for the sub as well. And thank you, Bromatic. So Gray is half the map at the moment. He is half the map. Just a matter of being able to push in the key areas. He has no one that can surprise him. Absolutely no one. Where's his king at? Yeah, his king... Oh, that's intelligent there. Walled in. To the edge of the map. That could actually be quite bad if someone were to come in with the sniping army, but for now it's good. And Matchlawa, he needs to create more vills and get them farming. He can stabilize, he just needs like 50 more vills to get his food count up. He's holding for now, and I like the Bombard Cannon edition a lot. Meanwhile, down here, he's still pushing with a large force against the stables of Red. Red has relocated. He's in 2 different areas, in the north and the south with Zico. And Rezra says, hey, I have Pike. Let me help, man. Let me help. Oh my goodness. No, Rezra. He has no attack. He has no upgrades either. Rezra, just go to Imp, man. Please don't attack with these pikemen. Oh, the scorpions would destroy these things. Oof. Well, he wants to go for it, man. He wants to go for it. I think Matchlawa is on the way back with his military. Yeah, he's sending those elephants back to his base. And Rezra's chasing. Viking pikemen are the best pikemen in the game. Right? Because, I mean, they don't get halberdier. My point is for civs that are capped out at pikemen, Vikings are the best, I believe. Should be. Because they get the extra HP. Here come the elephants. Matchlawa realizes this is going to be a struggle. These towers are insane. Japanese towers with their unique techs. Well, I guess you have the Aztec pikemen as well. I think Aztecs would... I would prefer... Well, we need... There you go, Spirit of the Law. If you're out there lurking, man, just do a test on that. So you get 4 plus 8 attack, but regular amount of HP versus 63 HP. Who knows? Well, I know that Matchlawa is having trouble with his eco. He needs to stabilize. Running very low on food, very low on wood even. And he has no space now. Like, funny enough, he does have some space down here. So he is... Okay, this is good. This I like. So that he can take advantage of. But he's lost his space. And he's losing more and more ground next to his castles. Which, if he loses, I don't see him keeping his king alive. Oh, Restra, don't do it. Restra's like, I got this. Let me help you. Charge. Oh, don't. Run back, please. Run back, run back. Okay, thank you. Woo, boy. At least he had the presence of mind to get in and out real quick. Kill a few elephants and run back. Right, run back, Reza. Thank you. What's Gafflespoon up to, guys? Oh, wait, what? Gafflespoon is fighting Night Thrower? I thought they had a good thing going here. Why are they fighting each other? Okay, well, Night Thrower, he does not have much of an eco here. And maybe Gafflespoon didn't want to allow him to reboom into the game. Maybe that's the thought process behind this. Not sure. Night Thrower has 100 pop, but he has 60 pop with military. So, he has more military than economy. Again, eco is his issue. Seems like he's been raided big time. But that's a lot of arbs. And enough arbs to do some damage. But also he's patrolling them and they're stacking on each other. So if Gafflespoon gets an onager shot, it'll be a juicy one. So the big questions now. One, and this is the biggest one, will Matchlawa be able to stabilize? And will Oedipus be able to kill him? I hate the fact he's making the Cavalier. Like, I really don't like it. But again, I guess it's Japanese, you don't have a real mobile unit. A lot of people are probably thinking, well, T90, Japanese have bloodlines on their cav now. Yeah, they do, but the lack of that last armor upgrade is a huge deal. These things melt because they lack that. So I would still almost prefer Samurai, but perhaps the lack of castles is an issue for him. Or the positioning of the castles, right? Because you can build stables forward, you can't build castles forward. Especially when you invest so much stone into towers, my god. This is like tower nothing here. Red is building another base in the north. The other question is, will Night Thrower be able to hold him? I'm thinking no. Gafflespoon has so much control. So then, what will Gafflespoon do after? Who knows, you know? He could help out against Matchlawa. He could kill yellow. He could hit gray, maybe. Because gray would be exposed. Oedipus says red, we need trade. And Teal's running away with his king to a new TC. So he knows the end is near. Matchlawa, 170 population now. How many farmers does he have? I need about 50, I think. 37, much better than the 9 he had before. Oh, look at how many Cavalier are coming in. Well, the Cavalier engagement starts off really nice. Starts off really nice to get it next to the Scorpions. These pikemen, they're not even halberdiers yet. They don't have all their... Wait, no, they do have all their upgrades, I'm sorry, but just pikemen and scorpions. Destroy the Cavalier. If you'll use the Cavalier here, I think it has to be for mobility. So instead of hitting the main force, try and get to the eco or something. Rezra! He's on the way to Imp! Guys, he's doing it! Rezra is on the way to the Imperial Age. Let's go. He's on his way. And he's sending Vil. Where's he going? Why is he leaving? I guess he sees purple scorpions. Maybe he doesn't trust Gafflespoon. I don't know, but there he goes. He's going to new lands. He's going to this TC, I guess. Gafflespoon changed diplomatic stance to the enemy, so Gafflespoon will... Well, I thought Gafflespoon was already fighting Matchlawa, but he's doing that now. This game is a pretty insane one. It's getting very difficult for some people to push now. I think Japanese in general just struggle with pushing. Again, as I said, post-imp, they're probably one of the worst civilizations post-imp. Again, I know Japanese are popular, but it's not that they're a bad civ, they're just bad at this stage of the game in comparison to other civs. Yeah, next thing I know, there's going to be a Reddit post. T90 hates not only Koreans, he hates Japanese. Oh, T90, so racist. Cav archers are not a bad play here, in all honesty. Japanese cav archers are really good. They get full upgrades, but you need to mask them. Has there been a Reddit post like that in the past? No, there has not been. And I'd prefer that if you were to ask me that question 1 year from now, that the response would be the same. Alright, Rezra's an imp. This is where the game gets real interesting. I believe in Rezra. Let's get the hashtag going. I believe in Rezra. I believe that he's been housed every time I go to his point of view. That's something I believe. He needs to build more houses. I believe he's also had the wood to build houses. But, you know, I believe he'll figure that out. So, Machlala has 0 friends, right? He has Night Thrower. Oh, yeah. Man, how many times has Night Thrower reboomed in this game? This will be the 2nd time he'll try and reboom. Remember, his base was over here before. I like how Red randomly has farms out here. Red has also reboomed a few times. Whoa! And look at his base. Look at his eco. He's trading from this corner to this corner with Gray. So, okay. Man. I'd love to see him get another snipe. It's going to be difficult to kill this many castles, though. But I'll tell you what. When they kill it, or if they kill it, it'll be satisfying. Okay, finally Oedipus mixing in his own pointy boys. I know that it's a sacrifice. He'll lose a lot of his halbs, but I think having that as a buffer. I would probably go halbs and cav archers now, or halbs and arbalest. Mixed with trebs, of course. And just try and kill your opponent with numbers. Rezra, look at this guy. Look at him. Look at him. 1 scorpion, 2 scorpions, and 0 deaths. The guy has an insane KD. Is he going to get a treb as well? Heck yeah, he's going to get a treb. He doesn't need no stinking upgrades. Wait. Get it. You can do it. Get it. Yeah, there we go. He's got 1. He's got 2 with a little bit of help from Gray. He's going to town here. And Machlala is down to 150 pop again. And, oh! Wait, what is this? wait, Baba the Conqueror is trying to box in the king. Oh, are you kidding me? I've never seen this before. Oh, that's why people don't try it. Hold on, try again. Try again. Rebox it. Stop. Stop. Stop moving. Stop. Can Teal leave this? I don't think Teal can get out of there. That's hilarious. I've never ever seen this. So they're both allied. I think they're allied? Yeah, they're allied, and Red just sits there. So the king is trapped. That's amazing. What a play from Red. What a play. And he signals it just to let the world know. You know, the funny thing about this is most people would freak out and they would just kill it because they know, okay, it's so rare that I get a dude. What? You gotta kill it. It's right.
Merry Christmas.
Now Gafflespoon is dead? I don't know who killed him, but what just happened here? Wait! Wait a second! Are you kidding me? Gafflespoon's light cav will now kill Teal?
Merry Christmas.
And I'm pretty certain that Teal killed Gafflespoon. I'm not sure where the king was. What a series of events. What in the world? You just can't write that up. Red goes for the amazing trap on his ally. Just lets the guy run free. Gafflespoon had the 1 light cav there, overseeing the whole event. And then he gets sniped, and that light cav happens to be right next to the king. I need answers. Gafflespoon, was it Night Thrower that killed you? We have a hotkey that shows where the kings are when they're alive. We need a hotkey to know exactly where the kings were, even after they're dead. But goodness gracious! So now we have Machlala, Oedipus, and Baba the Conqueror, and Rezra, who's an obvious favorite to win this. Night Thrower says, "I killed him." Wow, man, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. Meanwhile, Rezra, in the Imperial Age, making pikemen, only pikemen, 0 upgrades. 0 upgrades. And this isn't because he's forgotten upgrades, because he would never do that. He's having mercy upon the rest of the players in this game by not getting upgrades. He is nerfing himself because he realizes that if he were to try hard, it would be too easy a game for him. He has a lot of pikes. I'll give him that. He has a lot of pikemen. Matchlawa will not go away. So at one point he had 10,000 gold. Then he worked his way down to 5,000 gold. And now he has 2,000 gold. Now he's collecting some, but he hasn't been able to get out of here. So eventually he will be out of gold. But since he has gold, it makes him the most deadly person in this game still. And he is someone that they cannot kill. Where did Red send his cav archers? In the center again. And Gaffle Spoon, the hero like cav, is still out here patrolling around. Like, na 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 na. I did it. That's funny. So I guess he just had that on patrol. It's so funny how that played out. I don't think he was even paying attention to this, because that unit from Gray, remember that unit from Gray? Gray had a champion there, and the light cav killed it. But it was so random. He probably had this patrolling in the center, and he just got lucky, you know? He wasn't looking at it at all, I'm sure. So what is Red up to here? Like, why does he have his cav archers here? What's the plan? Because at the moment, Gray is getting pushed back. He could go for snipes. He could honestly... He could just help here. If he had mass cav archers with Gray's halberdiers, he could help Oedipus. But maybe he sees Oedipus' score and he wants to win for himself. Then again, you snipe Oedipus now, and what does that do for you? Not much. It just takes a precious ally out of the game. Okay. So, Rezra. I keep calling him Ezra. Any pike upgrades? No pike upgrades. See, this is a great indicator that Rezra is not stream cheating. Not that we have a huge issue with this, but I've mentioned his lack of upgrades multiple times, and he doesn't have any. So, now watch, he'll research an upgrade, and you guys would be like, oh, he's stream cheating. Nah. He has the blacksmith, just no upgrades. Upgrades would be a huge help. He has... Okay, never mind. He only has 119 units. I think once you get above 140, that's when you can justify making upgrades. So, never mind. 119 is not that much. Don't need to upgrade that many. He's just making up for the lack of upgrades with numbers, okay? Sure. He has 120 unupgraded units, but it's stronger than 50 upgraded units. Yeah, I don't think it helps. I don't think it would help to get upgrades. I'm just a noob. It's just the armor, really. It's the armor versus scorpions that bothers me, because the scorpions and, well, everything just does so much damage. Red's cav archers are still just hanging out. So at this point, I'm getting a little bit, I don't want to say annoyed, but I feel bad for Oedipus. Oedipus is fighting. Red is just doing a dance in the center. Running around in circles. Maybe he's waiting for his opportunity, though. Oh, I hear Tarkins. Yeah, he might realize that purple doesn't have units, and here he comes. Here he comes. Oh, boy. Matchlawa's transport has scared Red away. Red sees the transport and goes, oh, no. I can't fight that. Oh, no. I need to run back. Okay. I know that he probably attacked that by accident, but it was kind of interesting how he ran in here, saw the transport, and goes, oh shit, and runs back. And he's back to the center. Interesting. He does have trade, remember. He has lots of res. I think he's just massing units. He has Tarkins here. I think he might go after Gray. It's a possibility. He is the most mobile army composition in the game right now. And he might want to surprise Oedipus. Maybe he thinks Matchlawa is struggling for resources enough where he could beat him in a straight up fight. Chat is telling me that Rezra has some upgrades. Oh, he has scale mail? Oh boy. Alright. Let's go. He will have, in a second, 150 pikemen. Okay. See, as I said, 119 wasn't enough. 135? That's good. That's when you start getting upgrades. So you guys see how my PC slows down every once in a while? I complained about this during the 24-hour. I'm setting up my 2 PC setup on, well, in a week from today. I'm quite excited to do that. Because for some reason, I really need to clean my PC, but for some reason it does that sometimes in late game. So that will luckily be going away. Plus the quality will improve. I'll go from 30 FPS to 60 FPS, so quality overall will be much better. We need Rams. Or Razum. I'm gonna assume that was Rams. Here comes Red. Oh, jeez. What are you doing, man? You're not gonna conquer anyone like that. Oh, don't sit there like that. Don't sit there like that. There's scorpions behind. Don't sit there like that. Oh, God. I can't look. I'm just looking at chat. Tell me when it's over. Wait, what is this? What is this? What is this? No wonder he's microing poorly there. He's going after Gray. The ultimate alliance. Can Gray survive from this? I don't think Gray can survive from this. His king is right there. Yeah, it was just a diversion. Oh man, the Cav Archers are dead. Oh, and the champions are gonna die too. But Gray... You know what? The position of that tower is so unique. I don't think Red can kill it. Yeah, look. I don't think Red can kill it. Gray will need to get units over here fast, but I think the king lives. The king's gonna live. If it was in the center, if this little wall was in the center, then it's possible the king gets sniped, but Baba the Conqueror has just broken an amazing alliance. He had trade with the guy. They've been through so much, and he is shaking things up here. You know who's still shaking things up with pikemen? Rezra. Not only does he have 148 pikemen, he has all of his barracks queued up with more pikemen. Alright. Well, I'm not a fan of it from Red's perspective. I feel like Red should probably have killed Purple first or done more damage to Purple first. This gives Purple a huge shot at staying in this game. Because now Purple can push because Gray's distracted. The only reason that Purple was pinned back was because everyone was against him. Now Red doesn't have trade with Gray. Gray doesn't have trade with Red, so they have no advantage there. Then let's look at resources. Red, he probably has a lot, right? 1,700 gold, it's not bad. Gray has 600, it's alright. He's also still trading with, oh, I guess he's sending trade here where Matchlawa is with Lightcav. So, Matchlawa could do this, man. He's probably really excited to see what has happened. Hackless, for a while, I thought Gray was becoming the biggest fish, but he couldn't push Matchlawa, even with trade. Do I think he could have if he had a different civ? Definitely, but he just couldn't push that. Also, hello, Laka. Hola, bebe. Alaka is Tato's sister, and she is on Tato's Twitch account right now. Tato posted a picture of his new chair on his Twitter, and Alaka was sitting in the chair, and Smarthy, stop calling it cringy. It's only cringy because you're calling it cringy. And and I wanted to make a comment, like Tato, like, oh Tato, you got a lot prettier, man. You're so pretty. But then that would have been awkward and cringy, and now Smarthy's calling it cringy already, so it's like, yeah, this is awkward. I admit it's cringy. T90, the crush is so obvious. Stop it, guys. All right, we're just changing topics, okay? Back to Rezra and his unupgraded pikeman. So what Matchlawa needs to do is find a market. Because it's every man for themselves right now. And then there's... Wait, no! Oedipus, you monster! Oh no! Not yellow. Man, if this was that Overlord game mode, and I could give people resources, I would give Yellow so many resources that he wouldn't use to upgrade his pikeman with. Oh no, why, Gray? What did Yellow do to you? Oh, I feel so bad for the guy. He's going to lose all of his pikemen to towers. Every single one. He can't do anything. He made all these pikemen just to lose them to towers. What a way to go out. Oh, and the towers have murder holes as well. What's the guy's KD? I need to look at this. 25 kills, 350 losses. Oh, it's only gonna get worse as well. Oh, jeez. Keep trying, buddy. Keep trying. Keep spamming the pikemen. His king is in this TC. He's down to 20 pop. He's dead. Can we get some T90 cry emotes in the chat for Yellow, who will... Guys, he's gonna lose his king. 2 towers. Because his TC will eventually drop. And then after the TC drops, the king comes out and he's surrounded by towers. Well, now I want Oedipus to die. Because Yellow is my pal. I liked Yellow a lot. Purple is making a move with some Trebs, Bombard Cannons, and Elephants, but I think he'll lose that. And Red's gonna encounter this on the way in. He should probably let it live, honestly. He tried to run. And he died. There's Yellow's body. F's in the chat for Rezra. Okay, so this is attempt number 2 to go after this king. And Oedipus is on the back foot now. 2 people attacking him, mainly Red though. Now this time Oedipus is already enemied, so he should be in a better position to defend from this. You would need siege for this, I believe, because you cannot surround that keep, which is the biggest concern. Oh, that was Gray's Treb. That shot confused me. Yeah, okay, so there's a wall on this side, so you need to kill this keep, and then you need to kill this keep. What does Gray have for resources? Oh, he doesn't have res. Well, he doesn't have Rezra. That's who he doesn't have. You know who could have helped him with pikemen? Rezra. And there we go. The king either tried to run or got sniped or he deleted it. I don't know. I wasn't looking. I was looking over at the chat to see you guys pumping up Rezra's name. So we have Matchlawa and Baba the Conqueror now. And Baba the Conqueror calls the GG after killing him. Kind of feel like Matchlawa assumes that Red was calling the GG and was going to tap out now. I don't think that's the case. But I also... do any of them have trade? We have 0 trade for Red. 0 trade for Purple. I don't see how Red can kill these castles. He can't. He just can't kill the castles as Huns. And you know, Purple, he could probably kill Red's base, but he has a slow army. It would take some time. Well, we have some time now to talk about who we want to win. Who do you guys want to win this? Matchlawa has been up against it this game. To be fair, he brought it on himself. He attacked yellow, he let yellow live. Then he attacked red. Red was able to survive. Yellow was able to scramble and survive. Yeah, you can't choose Rezra, sorry guys. Rezra, I guess, wins in your hearts, right? That's funny. So on one hand, I'm very impressed by Matchlawa for being able to survive with no allies. On the other hand, Red, I'm impressed that he's been able to get to where he is in this game. He said it earlier, Rams. I think that you need to catch your opponent off guard with some Rams. Because if you have 10, 20 siege Rams, maybe show up with army here, patrolling with Rams from here, kill the buildings, it's important.
Thanks for the nice commie game, and thank you chat for the support T90 nice.
Rezra, thank you for the tip, man. Glad I could get you into the game. Yeah, you have some new fans now, so there you go, man. Thank you. T90 official, do you know why Oedipus never swore in the chat? Is this a joke based off the name Oedipus, or are you genuinely asking? Because you've asked that a few times now, it makes me think it's a joke. If it is a joke, I might have just like ruined the joke a bit, which I apologize for. Because he kisses his mother with that mouth. I'm not getting it. Did you guys get it? I think I might know what direction you're going with this. I think we'll just gotta drop it. I think we'll just. I don't know what Oedipus actually stands for. If Oedipus stands for something, then I'm thinking of something else. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll just drop it. We'll just drop it. This is why, you know, when I make jokes, very clear, obvious, cringy, gets to the point. And Baba the Conqueror, he can't kill this, man. He can't kill this. Bad joke, decently executed. Alright, fair enough. Okay, here come the Rams. I like this. See, this is exactly what I said. Try and flank with Rams, maybe. Purple is building some production buildings, or will soon, in the south, which I also like. But yeah, 7,000 HP on these castles, man. That's a lot of HP. And there's a lot of castles as well. If red would have used gray, they would have worked together versus purple. This could have been different. And then the same thing could have happened, right? But it's so easy to say. It's so easy to say from our perspective. And red just, he realizes the situation. Oh, he's actually at 60 pop, and he says, well played, and calls it. I didn't realize his eco had taken such a big hit. Okay. Well, GG. Matchlawa wins. That was an impressive game for Matchlawa. Matchlawa, he's one of many people. So we have like Teutonic Tank, Super Lisco, Matchlawa. There's just a few players who they don't typically do diplomacy all that much. They just like to fight, right? And that's normally the downside for them because they don't do the diplo and then they can get teamed up on. Here, 1,800 kills and a little bit less than 1,000 losses. Crazy game for him. Economically speaking, he actually had less gold than Gray, and he was able to do more damage. Impressive stuff. But I think the real winner of the game, Rezra, 27 kills, 443 units lost, only one pikeman upgrade. Just one. That was all he needed for those stats. And you know, he was attacked. Remember, he was attacked in Feudal Age. And fortunately, he was able to scramble and survive until pretty far into the game. Yeah, exactly. 27 kills. That's more kills than you had, chat. Stop judging. Come on now. Rezra, I don't think, had a chance after his slow start, regardless of how many pikeman upgrades he would get. And he certainly didn't have a chance after Gray built those towers. Let's just review Gray's towers for a second. There were obviously a lot more, but my goodness. Let's just try and count them. So we had 3 here for, what does the stream come to? I'm counting towers. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 25. Oh my god, he's got to have 30 plus towers. Probably 30 plus towers in this game. That's insane. And that was after he lost a bunch as well. The highlight of that game was the moment where Gafflespoon and Night Thrower lost their kings. That was amazing. I can't wait to go back and watch that VOD, watch that clip. That was incredible.